You know, when two people love each other from different attachment styles, childhood wounds can affect how they see closeness, express emotions, and handle intimacy and conflict. The ending is very rarely clean. Most of the time, the words that's really needed never got spoken. Not because the love wasn't real, but because the pain was louder, the fear was stronger, and both hearts were trying to protect themselves in the only way they knew how. But healing changes things. It softens the truth. It clears the fog. It opens the heart that once stayed closed and steadies the heart that once held on too tightly. So what I'm about to share with you now, these aren't blame stories or you hurt me stories or you should have stayed stories. No. These are the words that two people, an anxious heart and a dismissive heart, would have said to each other after healing. The things their childhood trauma wouldn't allow them to say then, but could finally say now. Think of them as the soft truths left unsaid, the closure that never arrived, the conversation only grown hearts are finally able to have, not to start again, but to set each other free. So if you've ever loved someone from your childhood wounds, if you've ever walked away with questions sitting heavy on your chest, if you've healed enough to look back with clarity instead of pain, then what comes next is for you. Letter 1. From the attachment style of the dismissive, avoidant heart, now healed. I never knew how to receive the kind of love you gave me. Not because you weren't enough, but because I didn't believe I was. You kept reaching for me, and I kept pulling away. Not because I didn't want you, but because closeness has always felt like danger to me. Your tenderness woke up parts of me I spent my whole life trying to shut down. You think I didn't care, but the truth is, your love scared me. The way you saw me, the way you believed in me, the way you stayed, even when I gave you reasons not to. You call it your anxious attachment style. I call it loyalty I didn't know how to honour. I wasn't trying to reject you. I was trying to survive myself. You were the safest place I just didn't know how to stay. And the truth is, I didn't lose interest. I lost courage. One day, when the noise quiets and the distractions fall away, I'll realise this. I didn't lose a lover. I lost someone who could have loved me into healing. And that will be my regret. Letter 2. From the attachment style of the anxious attachment heart, now healed. I never wanted to overwhelm you. I reached for you because connection feels like oxygen to me. Not because I wanted you to fix me, but because closeness is where my nervous system finally settles. When you pulled away, it wasn't anger I felt. It was fear. Fear that I wasn't enough. Fear that love was slipping away again. Fear that was born long before you ever arrived. I wasn't trying to hold you too tight. I was trying to feel safe. I see now that my tenderness met your fear of intimacy head on, and neither of us knew what to do with that. But I don't blame you, and I don't blame myself. My heart wasn't anxious because of you. It was anxious because of wounds I carried from my childhood. Loving you simply brought those wounds to the surface so I could finally see them. And even though it hurt, I'm grateful. Because now I know love is not something I have to chase. It's something I'm learning to give myself first. And maybe one day, you'll realise I wasn't asking you to be perfect. I was asking for presence. You were the connection I reached for. Not because I was empty, but because I felt something safe in you that my childhood never taught me to feel. Our paths didn't continue, but the lesson did, and I'm choosing to grow. No blame, no bitterness, just truth and release. So, my friend, if no one ever gave you closure, let these letters be yours. Let these words loosen the ache you've been carrying. Let them speak to the parts of you that never got to have their final conversation. Some connections come to wake you up. Some come to mirror you. Some come to teach you your worth by showing you who could not honour it. You're not waiting for their apology anymore. You're not waiting for their explanation. You're not waiting for their return. Your closure is right here. And from here on, we move forward from pain into purpose.
But through it all, I learned how to care.